Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Hitchhiking Ghost podcast. On today's episode, I will be going over one of my favorite hotels at Walt Disney World's property, and that is the Animal Kingdom Lodge. I stayed there about 4 months ago before all this madness occurred, and it left me with a pretty good taste in my mouth, so I would like to discuss more on that. So there are two sections of the Animal Kingdom Lodge. There's the DVC portion, which is the Kidani Village, and then the regular cash rooms available for Animal Kingdom Lodge, which is Jambo House. And I stayed in the regular cash room, and we got it for my dad's birthday. And we got a Savannah view room, which was amazing, but I will discuss that later. This is definitely one of my favorite resorts on property for many reasons, and one of them is for location. But I will say this, it can be a blessing, but it can also be a curse. It just depends on what you want out of your Disney vacation. Now, Animal Kingdom Lodge is one of the few hotels where you can truly feel disconnected from Disney. But there are two sides to this coin because, for one, it can be a nice, relaxing getaway for adults. If you don't want to go into a theme park, you don't have to at all. There is plenty to do at Animal Kingdom Lodge that you don't even have to step foot into a theme park. But you can definitely also go to the Animal Kingdom quite easily. It's like a 5-minute bus ride to it. It's very easy. Sadly, there's no walking. There's no park in walking distance, which is usually a sign of a deluxe hotel, which this hotel is. But there's no walking path to any theme park, of course, because the location is just really disconnected from Disney. And if you plan on going to Magic Kingdom and closing it down, and then hopping on a bus, and then going to the Animal Kingdom Lodge, this is rough, because I did this. I closed down Magic Kingdom one night, and I had to stand on a bus for 30 minutes, on a very crowded bus, mind you, for 30 minutes. And that's just not fun. It's not fun for anybody, because, I was tired after a full day of Magic Kingdom, because I love Magic Kingdom. It's my favorite theme park, and yeah, it was rough. But for the families that don't want to go to Disney, the hotel was perfect. It's even perfect for little ones. If you bring little ones and you don't want to go to Disney, you don't have to. It's not a requirement whatsoever. Animal Kingdom Lodge is a perfect hotel for anybody, all ages. There are so many amenities available at this hotel that you wouldn't have to step into a theme park the whole weekend that you stay there. It is basically a hotel inside of a zoo. And that is just incredible to me. That's mind-boggling to me. I have stayed at this hotel twice, and both times I got the standard Savannah room. The upcharge on these rooms is completely worth it. I have not stayed in the opposite end of the hotel where you don't have the Savannah view, but with the Savannah view, I'm telling you, it is worth it, because there is nothing like when you just go out on your balcony at night, like at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and you see a family of giraffes sleeping right outside your door, right outside your balcony. That's something that you don't see ever. You'll probably never see it again in your life. It is incredible. And then come feeding time in the morning, you get your coffee, you sit on your balcony, and you just see all sorts of animals. Giraffes, there's others, zebras, there's like tons of different animals, and it is crazy. But if you do not get a Savannah view room, I can understand. It's about a $100 upcharge at least, but in my opinion, it is totally worth it, because you get that balcony that overlooks the Savannah, and it is beautiful. But if you don't, there are common viewing areas all scattered around the hotel, and you can just sit out there. Usually they're not too busy, but sometimes they can be. You can walk outside and you basically walk into a zoo, and there are cast members that are just extremely knowledgeable, and it's usually a pretty good idea to spark up a conversation with them because they know facts about every single creature on that reserve, and it is awesome. It truly is a one-of-a-kind experience, and it's just awesome. There is also a basketball court, and I played on it for about 2 hours one day because I didn't go into the theme park whenever I went to the Animal Kingdom Lodge because there was just so much to do, and I hadn't ever seen a basketball court at one of the Disney hotels, but except the Grand Floridian. The Grand Floridian does have a basketball court, but yeah, I just shot around. It was pretty great. And this resort also has some of the best dining of all the hotels. Oh, and there's also night vision goggles available at request, so that's kind of crazy. I never even knew this until one of my family members called me up, and we were on our way home, and she said, "Oh, did you get the night vision goggles?" And we're like, "No." And she's like, "Yeah, you could have gotten night vision goggles, and you could have looked at all the animals." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh. Why did we not do that?" Yeah, it was sad. It was very sad to hear that. But let's talk about the dining at this resort. This resort has some of the best dining options of all the hotels on Disney property. And I have not even eaten at Jiko, and I hear amazing things about that. But Boma and the Mora are both incredible. Boma breakfast, I had the buffet. I absolutely adored it. They have this mixed juice that they serve. I don't even know the name of it. I think it was called the jungle juice, but it is delicious. It really is delicious. Definitely, you can get coffee too. You can get as many beverages as you want, and they won't even charge you. Well, they didn't charge me. I don't know if that's the exception or the rule. Don't really know. But also the service, it was incredible, and it's a buffet, and it was incredible. Usually at buffets, they just, like at Golden Corral. I mean, Golden Corral and Boma are completely different things, but the service at Disney is amazing. It really is. And the one thing that I enjoyed about Boma that was just a standout quality was that there were many items for many different palates. Like there was, I remember this specifically. There was scrambled eggs, regular scrambled eggs like, Mom used to make. And then beside it, there was scrambled eggs, and it had feta cheese in it, goat cheese in it, and spinach in it. And they sat side by side. So I tried a little bit of both, and I remember trying those eggs with the goat cheese, and I gotta be honest, I was horrified. It was the strongest tasting thing I have ever tried in my life. But that is just me. I have a very simple palate. I like my pizza, I like my burgers, I like my chicken, I like my fish. I'm really not that exotic of a person, truly. But I really appreciate that they had the regular scrambled eggs right beside the exotic eggs. So that was definitely a great touch, and I enjoyed it. Overall, they had amazing options for everybody, any part of the family. Even the young kids had everything they needed. Just a wonderful breakfast. Now let's talk about the Mara. And this will be my last point. The Mara is one of my favorite quick service on property. And I had the burger there, I had the flatbread there, and I've had a Giraffe Eclair there. Now the Giraffe Eclair, I'm going to talk about dessert first. Giraffe Eclair, delicious. It really was delicious. I enjoyed it very much. The burger, it was okay. Okay, it wasn't my favorite burger on property, but really there are not very many quality burgers on property. Do love the one at Liberty Tree Tavern, but that's at the Magic Kingdom, and it's not the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Now the flatbread they sell is unbelievable, okay? It is absolutely worth, I think it's like $10, which is so cheap for Disney quick service. Not really everywhere, but it's very filling. It is delicious, and it is definitely one of my favorite items on any menu. So I'm gonna put a number on it, 0 to 10. I'm gonna give this hotel a 9.5. And the only reason why I even subtract some points from it, half a point from it, is because of the bus ride from the Magic Kingdom back at night. It is not enjoyable whatsoever. Other than that, absolutely flawless. Love this hotel. Love the service. Excellent dining options. Excellent amenities. It's a zoo and a hotel, all slammed into one. It is incredible. And that will do it. I appreciate everyone for listening to this review of the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Bye, everyone. Huh?